Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. I am Suchit Sharma, and I welcome all of you to our this special English CGL English in English classes. Hope you guys are enjoying this series, and this series is actually from basic to advanced level. So we are studying right now some basic concepts, some basic things that should be discussed before you start your advanced level English or competitive level English course, because there are so many things when a student start to understand the concept of the whole scenario of competitive examination like SSC, especially SSC CGL, CHSL, MTS, and all those examination where English plays a very important role, and not a very important role, I must say, the most significant role. Without English, you are not going to crack CGL, CPO, CHSL, MTS, all these examinations. So it is very important that a student, as a competitor, you have to have the clear idea of what is going on in the paper, and you how to deal with these difficulties you are going to face when you start your competitive journey. So to start all these obstacles that you find in your way when you start studying, this class is going to help you from basic level to advanced level. That's why I am here. That's why Exam Booty is planning all these things to help the students, not only from Hindi medium background but also for those whose medium is actually English. Yes, the student whose medium is English, but they are not comfortable while solving the question of English. This is very similar in the case of a Hindi background student. Like, there are so many students who can speak Hindi, who can write Hindi, who can understand Hindi, but they are not able to solve Hindi questions asked at competitive level. They are not able to solve the questions asked in UPP, UPSI, or any other examination where Hindi plays the most significant role, like TGT, PGT, and other examination, RO, ARO. There are so many examination where Hindi plays the most significant role. But in spite of being an Indian, in spite of speaking Hindi, understanding Hindi, writing Hindi, they are not able to solve the questions automatically. They have to study. They have to study from any platform, like online platform or offline platform. Then they feel comfortable, then they have idea, a clear view. Similarly, the students who belong to English medium background, who have studied in CBSE or ICSE or any other way, like in English medium UP board, their medium is English. They are comfortable at writing English, they are comfortable at reading English, they are comfortable to understand English, but they are not able to solve the questions asked in competitive examination. That is the main problem. And all these problems, all types of these problems and related problems, this class is the solution. This is the solution to all your problems. So students, let's start studying today's class, and in this class we will continue the concept we studied yesterday. We were discussing some difficult words, some very important word where one or more than one letters are silent. So there are a few letters still left. We will study them. We will just go through them, and after that we will start the test, the first test of all these things what we have learned. So first of all, we have gone through this. We have also studied this. Now this one. On this slide, there are a few words you can see easily, like the first word, pneumonia. Pneumonia. This is pneumonia. You all know this word, but most of you have no idea about the spelling and the pronunciation. This is a kind of disease. You have heard its name, but you have no idea about the spelling as well as the silent letter in it. So this is pneumonia, in which you find P, a very important significant letter that is silent in this word. P is silent. P is silent, and this word is also important with a view to spelling test. There is a segment in competitive examination spelling test where some questions, some words are asked where their spellings are written in a such pattern that one or two letters are different and it becomes misspelled, and you have to identify them. So misspelled word, or find out the correct word, or find out the misspelled word, this is a segment asked in different examination where it is also very helpful. So remember that the silent letter is going to just make your pronunciation easy, your reading skill easy, your understanding skill easy, and also it is very important for exams point of view. Pneumonia. And another word is solemn. This is solemn. N is silent. N is silent here. Solemn. It means, solemn means that is very serious thing. Anything that is very serious, very grave kind of thing, that is solemn. Dignified way of doing anything is also known as solemn. Okay, let's come to the another word, debris. This is debris. This is debris, not debris, not debris. Here debris is an incorrect pronunciation. That's absolutely incorrect. Not debris. No is. This is debris. S is silent here. A very important word. A very important word with respect to competitive examination. This word is mostly appeared, you will see while RC, when you read RC, reading comprehension, or you are solving jumbled sentences, you will find this word most of the time doing that. Debris. The word is debris. Here S is silent, my dear. What it means actually? It means, what it means, there are like there is a volcanic eruptions or earthquake. Most of the buildings or structures fell down, and those structures, when they scattered to pieces, the remains of those pieces, the ruins, that is known as debris, my dear. That is debris. Here S is silent in this word. Another word is also very important, very lovable, very important word with view to competitive examination like CGL, this word has been asked so many times in different examinations, like in CGL and CHSL, in a spelling test section. Rupo. This word is rupo. Rupo. This is rupo, not report. This is not report, this is rapport. You have to just pronounce from here to here, that is repo, not report. And it is very important in synonym or antonym section as well. This word has been asked. This word means a close, harmonious relationship. When two person has very close relationship, very harmonious relationship, they have conquered between them, we say rapport. Another word, another very important word is array. Is array. In this word, W is silent. Very important word. And this word means away from the planned or expected course. Whatever you have expected or planned, if something just fall apart from that, just set aside something and nobody has any idea what was actually going on or what will happen. If nothing was expected at that time, nobody had just hoped that it would take course in such a way, that is known as array. Here W is silent. Another word, let us take another word in this series, and in this series this word is gherkin. This is gherkin. Here H is silent. Remember one thing I am going to tell you, the very important thing. Whenever you see G and H in English, whenever you see G and H in English, it cannot or it can never be pronounced like gh. In Hindi there is a sound gh, but in English this sound does not exist. In English, gha, the sound of gha doesn't exist. No word in English has the sound like gha. That is in Hindi we find. Like many people say this is ghost. This is not ghost, because there is not, this is ghost, not ghost, because in English the sound of gha never existed, never exists. This is the most important thing. There is no gha, there is no sound of gha in English. There is only ga, my dear friend, ga. Okay, so gherkin, this is gherkin, a small variety of pickled cucumber. When you eat, when you take food, you take pickles, different types of pickles, that is known as gherkin. Somebody has written something. Let's see the comments. Who has made the comment? Okay, well done, carry on. Another word. Anybody who is driving any vehicle, they are aware of this word, but most of the time they pronounce it wrongly, because in spoken language we have to just convey our ideas. It is not important whether the spelling or pronunciation is right or wrong. We are able to convey our ideas, that's enough. But in English, where competitive English or the formal English is going on, all these things matter a lot, matter most. So what is this? This is chassis or chassis. This is chassis or chassis, not chassis. Not chassis, chassis or chassis. Like you have seen, this is chassis number, not chassis, only chassis. But in spoken, you have seen so many people, so many persons just pronouncing it incorrectly. It is because of just the spoken format. One body copies the other. Nobody has any idea what is the origin and what is the actual pronunciation. They just hear from somebody and transfer to somebody else, and this continues. Nobody knows the origin where this incorrect pronunciation actually begins, but it continues and continues till you are aware of the actual pronunciation while going through a dictionary, or while you are listening at a high level, or you are just a English, I must say, an English bug. Then you can just know, you can just crack it. So my dear friend, my dear student, this is chassis or chassis, not chassis. Another word is a very important word. This is not receipt, this is receipt. Not receipt, this is receipt. Okay, here P is silent. Any written proof of payment, when you may make a payment at anywhere, in any institution, hotel, restaurant, anywhere, when you buy a thing, you get the bill, and that bill says that you have made a certain payment, and that proof of the slip you got, that slip, that bill is known as receipt, not receipt. Okay, let's come to another slide and the last 4 words, and after that we will just begin the test. Another word in which we find that there are 2 letters that are silent, and the first letter is A and another letter is S. S is silent. A and S are silent. And how to pronounce it? It is pronounced like I'll. This S is silent, this A is silent. Suppose that there is no I, there is no first S, and then you pronounce it, spell it, you will spell it correctly. This is I'll. And this is a passes way between rows of seats. When you just you have seen rows, there are rows and there are the gaps between them. This gap and this passageway, the ways where you can just go through, you can just make room to pass through that way, that is known as aisles. Another word, this is not cache or anything else you pronounce it. This word is cash. This is pronounced like cash, C-A-S-H, like cash. You can also pronounce it cash. This is cash. Here E is silent, and this word you are aware of most of the time, because most of us are mobile users. When you use your mobile and when you just remove some junk storage to clear the data, to remove all those useless data in order to make some space for new data to enter, or to just keep them safe in your storage, or internal, whether it be internal or external. In that drive, there are found some hidden store of things or computing data that are completely useless, that are completely just there for no use, and showing that there is no space in your drive. That is known as cache. Another word is knack. This is also very important word. This word has been discussed in our just today's class in PYQs when we were solving that PYQ. Today we found this word actually asked in CGL examination in 2023 and 2020. It means in both the years, this word is very special for educatee. Educatee is now taking that, and before that TCL, and both's favorite, knack. Knack means ability, a skill. If you have a skill, you have an ability, that is knack. Here K is silent, and the last but not the least, this word Nash. Here G is silent because I have already told you all the rules why there are silent letters, how to identify silent letters, and why there are silent letters in the English language. So my dear friends, we discussed some of the very difficult words and some easier word as well. Both words were discussed in which silent letters are found. I hope if you just prepare all these words, you will have a clear picture of that, and you can feel better while reading English, while tackling English questions. Now, the basic test starts. Let us do it together. The first question, how many letters are there in the English language? In the English language. So in the English language, how many letters are there? We all know there are 26 letters, and nobody has any controversy, any doubt about that. Come to another question. There is another question. How many vowels are there in English alphabet? When we ask any question like that, it means vowel, letters. We are talking about letters in this. And options also suggest the same. Letters. How many vowel letters are there? There are 5 letters. Everybody knows the letters A, E, I, O, U. How many consonants are there in the English alphabet? Consonant, it means consonant letters we are talking about. And how many consonant letters? If you remove the 5 out of 26, you will get, what will you get? You will get 21 letters that are consonant. There is also no doubt about all these things. Let's come to another question in which word K is silent. Now you can identify very easily because these words are actually very simple. Here K is not silent. Here K is not silent. Here K is not silent. This is king, this is kite, this is key. But here K is silent because K comes just before N, and K is silent when it comes just before, and this is the rule. So this is knife and K is silent there. Now, which letter is silent in the word H-O-U-R? In this word, which letter is actually silent? The question is asking. Everybody knows that H is silent. We pronounce the word, we spell the word like A, not however, not however. There is no ha, there is no sound of ha. This is A. Let us come to another question, question number 6. In which word is the letter B silent? This is rob, B is not silent. This is box, B is not silent. Bell, B is not silent. Of course, this is the word. This is not bomb, this is bomb. This is not bomb, this is bomb. The alphabet C sounds like S. In which word the letters C sound like S? This is C, cat. This is city, this is cup, K. This is cow, K. In these words, it sounds like K. But there is only word C, city, in which it sounds like S. So this is the answer. Question number 8. The alphabet G sound like J. When G sound like J. In which word G sound like J? This is gun, this is goat, this is girl, but this is not giant. This is giant, my dear. This is giant. Giant means, what does giant means? Giant means a very huge size of body of someone. It's opposite dwarf, dwarf, very short, giant, gigantic, huge, enormous, very, very large in size. That is, if someone is a very, very large size, you may call it giant. Which letter is always silent in right? Of course, we all know that W is silent. There is no sound of W. Another word which comes first in alphabetical order. This is important. This is an important one, my dear. Most of the students does not know how to use dictionary, and so this becomes even more difficult and even more important to tell the students how to use dictionary, because as long as they have mobile phone, most of the students have actually not seen a dictionary in their entire 20, 23 or 24 years of life. They haven't seen any dictionary. They have known that there are such types of things, but they never touch anything like that. They know, but they have not touched at all. So dictionary, what is the use of dictionary, they say? Whenever they find any word difficult, they just Google it and they will find the answer. So they don't have any idea how to look up a word in a dictionary. So when this type of question comes, they are puzzled. They just scratch their head and they don't know what to do. So we will discuss about this. This is the 10th question, in which alphabetical order, there are 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 words are given, and it is most of the time asked, arrange them in the alphabetical order in a dictionary mode. Appears in a dictionary in ascending order or descending order. So how to do that? We will discuss this problem tomorrow. So we leave this question for the day. Just think about that. We will discuss this question and its solution, and it will also solve most of the question like that asked in several examination. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much and take care.